See the studs on my forehead? Each one represents 100 years of service as a warrior. Earning 4 golden studs is the highest honor a space marine can achieve. Yet even with all my battle-hardened experience, when I received a special assignment from command, I couldn't hide the gravity weighing on my expression. The mission objective was straightforward enough: locate and destroy a heretic ruin. But the mortality rate? Something I'd never seen before, certain death. Still, I accepted without hesitation.
I'll confirm.
What made it more complicated was that among our 4-man squad, Titus, who also bore 4 golden studs, was a soldier I'd personally promoted from the ground up. As our drop pod hit the ground, the bloodthirsty heretics immediately detected our presence and swarmed out with weapons drawn. Realizing the orbital communication signal hadn't reached effective range yet, I led 2 sword-bearing guards forward, shields raised at the front. Titus brought up the rear, dragging a heavy iron crate with chains. As the heretic army closed in, the inevitable battle erupted. Clearing out the frontline fodder, I spotted tanks in the distance and immediately raised my shield. Bullets rained down like a storm, but before I could make my move, a figure suddenly rushed past me from behind Titus, the God-chosen warrior who feared nothing, not even death. He charged straight into the hail of gunfire and obliterated an armored vehicle with a brutal collision. Then he leaped onto a tank and, in one swift motion, cut down an entire vehicle's worth of soldiers. When I caught up with the crate, I shot Titus a stern look. Breaking formation is the cardinal sin on the battlefield, and his primary mission was to protect that crate at all costs. After exchanging glances, we pressed forward. Behind us, the tank exploded, and soon our 4-man team entered the Daemon's warp domain. Visibility here was abysmal, and every patch of soil radiated an eerie presence. Suddenly, an enormous crater appeared before us. Without hesitation, all 4 of us leaped in. As we descended deeper, gravity itself shifted. Our strike team suddenly engaged demon forces lurking in the darkness. But our centuries of combat experience proved decisive. The demons were riddled with holes before they could even get close. After eliminating these traitors, we continued dragging the crate deeper underground. Eventually, we arrived at an unsettling corridor, lined with towering bookshelves on both sides. At the far end stood a massive steel door carved with runes. The door opened, revealing an enormous demon statue looming before us. As we reached the center of the hall, Titus finally lifted the iron crate. When it opened, a priest emerged and immediately knelt, hands clasped in prayer, chanting incantations. Behind him, our strike team raised weapons and unleashed hell on the statue. As debris fell, the priest's protective barrier easily deflected every attack, but then the demon sword in the statue's hand suddenly activated, and a winged succubus flew out. The moment she landed, time itself froze. Bullets hung suspended in midair. Realizing the danger, we turned our fire on the succubus, but it had no effect. With a wave of her hand, she instantly killed the defenseless priest. The barrier vanished, and we all became lambs to the slaughter, frozen in time. The succubus approached one warrior, and with a flick of her finger, pulled him into her illusion. As he crushed a small figure in his hand within the vision, his head exploded in reality. That space filled with black liquid was essentially her domain, and her power worked by amplifying her victims' deepest fears to kill them. The first warrior died because he doubted his own worthiness to wear his armor, and the phantom armor she conjured crushed his skull. When the succubus came to me, I saw my deepest fear. Titus, who had walked alongside me since the beginning. I'd always worried that the soldier I'd championed would fall to darkness and become a terrible chaos demon. As my fear manifested, Titus plunged a blade straight into my body, but when succubus finally reached Titus and tried to pull him into her domain. She discovered something unexpected. Titus had no fear whatsoever. Before she could fully react, the invincible Titus destroyed her weapon within the illusion. When time resumed, Titus executed the powerful demon in one swift stroke. As the demon statue collapsed completely, the heretic ruin's coordinates transmitted back to command, which immediately launched a nuclear strike at the location. Against all odds, I was still clinging to life. As Titus struggled to drag me back to the surface, the nuclear strike was imminent. Knowing my time was up, I ordered him to abandon me and retreat alone.
Titus, our duty is done. It's time to go.
Not yet, old man.
But Titus didn't obey. He was determined to get me out alive. He put on his helmet, turned around, and walked straight toward the heretic army bearing down on us. As I watched this boy I'd raised protecting me with his life, I felt grateful that the fear in my heart never became the reality of that demon's illusion.
What could a soul like that be capable of?